We're here today in the heart of the estuary on the south coast. We're actually right in the middle of Chichester Harbour right now, and we're all about bass. We're sat here with the new Labrax range, and they've been in development for about 2 years now. So we've rigorously tested, we've gone through various prototypes, and we've refined it down to a range that we hope is going to be really useful for anglers that live and breathe this environment. So these were developed with the estuaries in mind, and really to reflect how bass has developed and evolved, how we've gone down in size a lot of the time. So we've got smaller casting weights, smaller profiles, and some of this range is so you can get the most out of that and still land those really big fish. There's 5 rods in the range. We're going to go through some of the key features, some of the design elements, and you guys can get to grips with the new Labrax range. Starting with the carbon, we wanted absolutely no compromise. That's the main heart of the rod, and we're using Daiwa's latest technology. So we've got SVF and we've got an X45 wrap. In the most simplest terms, the X45 has been developed to stop any rod warp left to right, to give you a more responsive and crisp blank, and to reduce your fight time and make the rod more durable. One of the more noticeable features on this rod is your reel seat. So for this, we're using a Fuji TVS reel seat. It's got a cutout which gives the angler access to the blank, meaning that you're more in touch with your bites. The whole rod itself feels more a part of you, and you can respond and react quicker than a normal blank where you're slightly dulled on the reel seat. Moving up the rod, we've got our V-joint alpha technology. All the rods in the Labrax range are a 2-piece rod, and this is your connection joint. The idea behind this is to give you a uniform power curve with no flat spots. The guides that we've chosen for the range are single foot titanium Fujis, with the bottom one being stainless steel. We know that this environment is exceedingly harsh on rods, and that stainless steel butt guide affords you a little bit more protection. The titanium Fujis above are braid friendly, super responsive and lightweight. Let's start with the shortest in the range at 710. It's got a casting rating of 7 to 28 grams, and its application is really designed for bottom contact, big bites, big fish in shallow ground. Moving on from the 710 brings us to the 88 medium light fast. With a casting range of 3 to 19, this is indeed a very specialist finesse estuary rod. It's designed to fish the smallest profiles possible for bass, to cushion massive runs and expecting a fish to go off in maybe just 1 to 2 foot of water. The rod itself has a lot of power deep down, but a very soft tip to collapse on that bite. However, it's been important to make sure that that tip's going to pin that fish on the bite and you're going to connect. The next one in the range is the 9 foot 7 to 24. This one's your all-rounder. It's an estuary weapon designed to cast everything to your patched 125 and also fish tiny little profiles. A lot of the stuff, when you get down to that size, we fish open jig heads. This will do everything from your bottom contact, your top water, your soft plastics, your fishing on the open coast, the whole lot. A versatile all-rounder, but with its heart in the estuaries. The next rod in the range is one that most people will be a little bit more familiar with the casting range, and that's a 7 to 35 9 foot. This is your absolute all-rounder, designed for people that fish open coast, Devon, Cornwall, all across the country. This is a rod that's designed to have a lot of backbone, fish some heavier lures, slightly faster and stiffer to fish that top water, and it will handle bigger plastics as well. The last rod in the range that we come to is the 9.6 12 to 42 gram. This rod's more of a surf caster rod, and we didn't want to leave you guys out. It's a very responsive rod, very light in hand, still feels very finesse, and gives a lightweight option to fishing some of your more open coast marks, casting metals, bigger top waters, and certainly some of your bigger plastics. This is the rod for you if you fish elsewhere in the country, Cornwall, Devon again, this is the one. From the initial conception of trying to bring a modern, finesse and lightweight rod to the market for anglers, I feel as though we've really achieved that. We've rigorously tested, we've put them through their paces, and we've refined down those casting weights and lengths to hopefully bring you something new, something enjoyable to use, and something that will land your PB.